Ayan, so pag-uusapan natin ngayon ang tungkol sa DepEd Order number 31 Series of 2020 na nakasaad dyan ay Interim Guidelines for Assessment and Grading in Light of the Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan. So nakapaloob dito ang grading system na gagamitin ngayong panuraang taon 2020-2021. Okay, so ano nga ba nakapaloob dito? So nakalagay dyan, in its commitment to ensure teaching and learning continuity while looking after the health, safety, and well-being of its learners, teachers, and personnel, the Department of Education issued DepEd Order number 12 Series of 2020 titled the Adoption of the Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan for school year 2020-2021 in light of the COVID-19 pandemic. To supplement the DepEd Order, the DepEd issues the Interim Policy Guidelines for Assessment and Grading in light of the Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan to provide guidelines on the assessment of student learning and on the grading scheme to be adopted this school year. Okay, so nandito ang mga principles. So ito ay pinirmahan ng ating Education Secretary, Leonor Magtolis Briones. In closure to DepEd Order number 31 Series of 2020, rationale, the continuing threat of COVID-19 in the country and the world brings about unprecedented challenges to basic education. As schools prepare for school year 2020-2021, teachers and parents must adapt to alternative learning modalities to ensure that learners achieve essential curricular goals. This will require creative and innovative ways of designing optimal learning experiences and assessing learning progress effectively under adverse circumstances. Number 2, as stated in DepEd Order number 8, Series of 2015, the Policy Guidelines in Classroom Assessment for the K-12 Basic Education Program. Assessment should be used to inform and improve classroom practices and promote learning outcomes. However, in distance or blended learning environments, it is necessary to utilize alternative tools and strategies for assessing and supporting learning while avoiding creating undue pressure on the teachers, learners, and their families. Okay, so yan po yung rationale niya. So proceed tayo. Okay, ayan po yung mga nakapaloob. Ilalagay ko po ang link ng DepEd Order na ito sa description box natin. Ayan. So, proceed tayo sa ating grading and promotion. So, kasi marami nagtatanong paano nga ba magbibigay ng grade si teacher? Okay. Grading and promotion. The challenges brought to light by the coronavirus pandemic, specifically the implementation of different distance learning delivery modalities, have sparked larger conversation about the role grades play in student learning, prompting education sectors to rethink traditional grading schemes. The grading system implemented in this interim policy provides reasonable leniency to learners to put to a larger disadvantage by the pandemic, but at the same does not compromise the integrity and principles of assessment and grading. Okay. Written works and performance tasks shall be administered to assess the content and performance standards that describe the knowledge, abilities, and skills that learners are expected to demonstrate. So these tasks could be designed to include the following: student learning portfolio that documents all the evidence of learning within the grading period, including self-reflection, self-evaluations, performance tasks, guided by rubrics and self-selected best outputs and learning modules. So, nakalagay din dito na minimum of 4 written works and 4 performance tasks within the quarter, preferably 1 to 2 weeks integrating 2 or more competencies. All competencies should be covered by the performance tasks. Example, a performance task can be used to assess science, math, and English all together for certain topics. Okay. Ayan. Nakalagay dyan, Quarterly examinations were given a weight of 20% constantly in DepEd number 8 series of 2015. Since it will no longer be a part of the grading system for this school year, its previously determined weight was distributed equally into written works and performance tasks, allotting an additional 10% to each component. This maintains an emphasis on performance tasks for some learning areas. So, kung dati ang ating grading system ay may kasamang quarterly examinations, which is the periodical tests, so ngayon, magiging dalawa na lang siya, written works and performance tasks. So, dalawa na lang. Kung makikita nyo sa table 1, weight distribution of the summative assessment components per learning area for grade 1 to grade 10. So, ang hawak ko ay grade 2. So, nakasasama siya dito. So, assessment components, written works, and performance tasks. So, languages, AP, ESP, Science, Math, MAPE, EPP, TLE. So, languages, so nakasama English, MTB, Filipino, ayan. So, assessment components, nandyan ang written works and performance tasks. Okay, so makikita natin dito languages, AP, ESP. So, written works 40%, performance tasks 60%. Sa science and math naman, written works 50%, performance tasks 50%. Samantalang sa MAPE, EPP, and TLE, written works ay 30%, performance tasks ay 70%. Okay. Okay, so yun ang kapaloob sa table 1. Ayan. So, gagawa tayo ng example kung paano kumputin ang grade ng ating estudyante. So, pero syempre, may kailangan tayong mga rubrics na kailangan munang gawin bago tayo makapunta dito sa written works sa performance tasks. Halimbawa, okay ka na sa mga rubrics. So, meron ka nang na kumpletong rubrics sa mga bata mo. Meron na silang written works. Meron na silang performance tasks. So, it's time to record. Okay? Magre-record na tayo. So, mag-example tayo. Gamitin lang muna natin ang table 3. Okay. So, kung naaalala nyo nung nakaraan, last school year, so ganito din ang ginamit nating format. Pero ngayon, mapapansin ninyo na dalawa na lang siya. So, kung dati meron pang nakalagay dito na periodical tests, at saka meron siyang percentage, anong equivalent niya. Ayan. So, ngayon meron na lang siyang dalawa. So, written works and performance tasks. So, kada subject, iba-iba ang percentage. Okay? Ibabang percentage na ginagamit. So, maging maingat tayo. So, ayan. So, dito, ilalagay natin ang mga pangalan. So, credit. Okay, bibigay ko ang credit na ito kay Sir El Maestro. Ilalagay ko po ang kanyang link sa ilalim sa ating description box. Ayan. Ito ay ang ating e-class record. Okay? So, hindi ko lang sure kung ito ang ating official na gagamitin. Ayan. So, pero ganito ang magiging pag-compute ng grades. Okay. So, halimbawa sa first grading. Ayan. So, nakalagay dyan, highest possible score. So, kasi sabi diba nakalagay doon, kailangan 4 written works, 4 performance tasks. Each pupil. Ayan. So, halimbawa, ako ay magbibigay ng highest possible score. So, halimbawa, 1 to 20. Pangalawang summative ko, 1 to 20. Pangatlo ulit, pang-apat ulit. Ayan. So, 2020, equivalent niya, total niya ay 80. Ayan, percentage score 100. So, weighted average is 40. And then, sa performance task, ganun pa rin ang ginamit ko. Halimbawa, so 20, 20, 20, 20. So, ito may kaakibat na rubric. So, paano mo makukuha ang score nila? So, dapat meron tayong ganun. Ayan, so total, so 80. Halimbawa, si Ayala Henry. Okay, si Ayala Henry. Sa first summative, ay nakakuha siya ng 18. Kasi, tama ang sagot niya. Pag summative mo. Okay, yan. Next summative naman, 15. Third summative mo, 20. So, pang-apat, 20 ulit siya. So, ang mangyayari, automatic, meron siyang total na 73. Meron siyang total na 73. Ang percentage score niya ay 91. Weighted average niya ay 36.5. Okay, paano nakuha itong 91? Okay, ang mangyayari, so 73 divided by 80 times 100, ang magiging result ay 91. Okay, paano naman ang weighted average? Yan. So, paano nakuha ang 36.5? So, ang mangyayari, so percentage score times weighted average. So, 91 times 0.40, so that will be 36.5%. Okay? So, same din dito ang mangyayari na formula na gagamitin. So, for example, sa performance task, halimbawa, ang ibibigay ko sa kanya ay 15, 15, 15, and 15. So, ayan. So, total ng performance task niya ay 60. And then, yung percentage score niya ay 75. O, paano ulit nakuha ang 75? So, score ng bata divided by total score times 100. So, that will be 75. So, paano nakuha ang weighted average? So, 75 times 0.60%. Ang equivalent niya ay 45.0. Okay. So, initial grade niya. Paano nakuha ang initial grade? So, weighted average plus weighted average ng written works plus performance task weighted average. So, ang equivalent niya ay 81.5. Okay. So, ito bang ilalagay natin na grade ng bata? Hindi. Why? O, dahil meron tayong transmutation table. So, transmutation table, so ang 81.5 ay ang equivalent niya ay 88. So, yun na ang magiging grade ng estudyante natin sa ESP. Okay. So, ganun din ang proseso pagdating sa quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. So, pagdating sa summary, automatic, may grade na siya sa first quarter ng ESP. Okay, so same din sa ibang mga subjects. Yun din ang gagawin natin. Okay. So, ayun lang. So, hindi sa atin mahirap kasi mayroong e-class record na provided. So, ayun lang.